welcome to another episode of Cassie Reviews on Indie Game Report. Today we are taking a quick peek at a game hitting Kickstarter soon called Project NOS. Project NOS from Mind the Gap Studios is a real-time dice-rolling racing game where players are trying to roll their dice, get them the right face, and get themselves to the finish line. The first player to win 2 races wins Project NOS. Ready to get your engines revving? Let's go take a look. Welcome all racers to Project NOS. Each player is trying to be the first to have their car reach the finish line. All players will be rolling dice that match each segment of the track, which is how the cars will move closer to the finish. Each player begins with a car, 3 common dice, and 2 red line cubes nearby. There are also set aside what are known as modifications. Prior to the start of each race, players will choose 3 dice that, when rolled, will have special effects. For example, when a player has the Supercharger modification card, the yellow die that goes with it will have a different die roll value than what its face says. There are some rules to picking the modification cards, like you can only have up to 2 cards, and the 2 cards can't be the same color. If you can't pick or choose to not pick a card, you pick a modification die that matches a card you already have. Once all players have their 3 common dice and their 3 modification dice, they get ready and start racing. Players will roll 2 dice at a time, and once they've rolled the die that they need, they're going to place it onto the spot that shows their car, grab another die, and start rolling again. They're going to keep moving down the track until eventually they get to place their last die on the last card, and they're at the finish line. If a player can't roll or keeps rolling and just wants to move on, they can take a red line cube if they roll 1 under or any number over what they need for the card. Be careful when you choose to take a red line cube though, because you can only take 2 max of the whole game. The first player to win 2 races wins Project NOS. So that was the upcoming Kickstarter game, Project NOS. It's a fun family-friendly game. Only takes about 10-15 minutes, so if you're looking for a good filler game that is light on strategy, this is a really good one. The light strategy really comes into play when choosing the modification cards. For example, let's say the track has all high numbers. You don't want to choose a turbocharger modification card, which will say its die when rolled is reduced in value. That won't be helpful for a track that has mostly high numbers. I enjoyed the game. The only thing that I really wished was a little different is the rulebook. It was a little disorganized, it felt like, when reading through it. I understood all of the rules by the end, but just a little reorganizing. And also the art was a little lacking. I mean, you really only have art on the cars, but for a game that's all about racing and speed and bright lights and, you know, the whole racing scene, I felt like the cards for the cars could be a little brighter and a little more flashy. The dice were a little plain as well. I mean, it's not like any of these things take away from the game itself, but personally, I would have liked to see flashier dice and flashier cars. Overall, Project NOS is a good game, and if you are interested in checking it out, there's information about it down below, and it's going to be hitting Kickstarter soon, so keep an eye out for that. If you like this preview, feel free to leave a comment. If you want the Indie Game Report to check out your game, you can check out our website down below. Thanks for watching. I am Cassie L, signing out with Project NOS from Mind the Gap Studios.